Ah, hello everyone, and welcome to class number 9, Rebirth Your Energy. So good to have you all here, and back again to practicing and to observing our presence and the beauty of beingness. It's a beautiful part of all that is to understand it by ourselves and to rise our energy and to understand when there are things going on and how we can use our contrast and but not use but observe the contrast with just being and feeling good anyway, and at the same time just know that all is good. We are here, we are now, we are in this presence, this beautiful moment happen right now, and the next moment, and the next moment. So very fun. I'm going through 2 chapters again. It's a little bit from the chapter 5 now. I'm going to read from the rest from, let's see here. Yeah, I just go on. I just started reading. So at the same time now, when you do this process, we know this process is just breathing in and breathing out, and to be conscious aware of when we're breathing in and breathing out, and how we can bring ourselves into more present and feeling our own vibration from within, because we know this also the inward work to just knowing, to observing from within. And more we know and observe from within our own vibration from top of our head down to our feet, feeling our feelings, observe it, just observe. And then when we look outside, we know that vibration from within, that rising up and the feeling of the present, arising also the energy outside, because now you see more, hear more, feel more, taste more, smell more, to actually get better thoughts and feelings to your with this beautiful presence. So yeah, happy beautiful day, Jen. Thanks. Happy beautiful day to you and to all of you who are on this call. So at the same time, the process, when I'm reading these words, it's the words itself is not about the content, but it's more about, it's a meditating reading, and it's more about when I'm reading, it's to feeling the feeling of our own presence. And that is this beautiful with this book, The Power of Now, the Practicing the Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and just observing it from within, and then see the feeling of the vibration that's been reading from the book. So just breathe in, breathe out, observe from within, top of your head, down to your feet, down to your feet, up and back up to your head again. Every part of your body, just taking your time. Feeling when you're feeling the feelings of your own vibration from within, from top of your head down to your feet and up again. And to know this, the one energy field with that energy, to just connect like one with that energy from within. And now just observe around you, maybe, now with just looking, observing, like curiosity. And then start reading. So this is strengthening the immune system. It's from the chapter 5, Beauty Arises in the Stillness of Your Presence. Strengthening the immune system. There is a simple but powerful self-healing meditation that you can do whenever you feel the need to boost your immune system. It is particularly effective if used when you feel the first symptoms of an illness, but it also works with illness that are already entrenched if you use it at frequent intervals and with an intense focus. It will also counteract any disruption of your energy field by some form of negativity. It is not a substitute, however, for the moment-to-moment practice of being in the body. Otherwise, its effect will only be temporary. Here it is. When you are unoccupied for a few minutes, and especially last thing at night before falling asleep, and first thing in the morning before getting up, flood your body with consciousness. Close your eyes. Lie flat on your back. Choose different parts of your body to focus your attention on briefly at first. Hands, feet, arms, legs, abdomen, chest, head, and so on. Feel the life energy inside those parts as intensely as you can. Stay with each part for 15 seconds or so. Then let your attention run through the body like a wave a few times, from feet to head and back again. This need only take a minute or so. After that, feel the inner body in its totality as a single field of energy. Hold that feeling for a few minutes. Be intensely present during that time, present in every cell of your body. Don't be concerned if the mind occasionally succeeds in drawing your attention out of the body and you lose yourself in some thoughts. As soon as you notice that is happening, just return your attention to the inner body. The power of just observe this part, because now you notice that it's an inside work, but it's more an inside observation. When every time you observing from within, nothing negativity can be there, because you observing from within, you observing, you hear, observing, you having that knowingness from, like you said, from your head and down to your feet and up again, and feeling every part of your body. It's an awakening energy. It's like a rebirth, your energy. It's like you know this from within, your energy. And then that energy arises because you're putting your attention on it. You're focused on it. And more focus you give to your energy from within, more energy it will give back to you. That's the beautiful of the law of creation. You create it, you observe it, you are the creator of it. So that energy will reflect back on you. And how wonderful it is, because it's nothing you need to do about it, nothing you need to have about it, but just be and observe it. And it's so powerful every time you do it. Like we do this process every time when I speak on this class, we do this process. And every time we do it, and are conscious aware of it, it's just arising more energy to it. It's just giving more energy. And true, Dave, you say our power is within, our power is now, and it's so true. And it's all happening right now. And we know that, the past was in the now, and the future will be in the now. Everything happened now, present, moment to moment. And more we can be focusing inward and observe this from this present moment to moment from within, it's easy to be present moment. And you will observe by yourself the present moment, the forward focus, it's giving more energy to you because you yourself created. You're giving that attention from inward and observing from within, from your inside. So it's the inside work. It's the most powerful work, but it's like powerful work, but well, more say powerful, just observe. The power of observing it, and then aligning it with just observing it. So creative use of mind. If you need to use your mind for a specific purpose, use it in conjunctions with your inner body. Only if you are able to be conscious without thought can you use your mind creatively. And the easiest way to enter that state is through your body. So now you're not only using your thinking with your thinking, you're using your thinking with your whole essence of your beingness. So now you not only think with your mind, you think with mind and say your inner beingness and mind together like one. It's a totally different energy in that. And it's giving more energy, because when we are giving more energy to observing from within and observing and having our attention in it, it's giving back and reflect back the same energy and arising. And then when that come to the mind picking up that energy and starting to giving the same energy to whatever you think about in that feeling of your inwards, your inner beingness. And like now I'm just observing this from within, what is it giving? It's more creative, it's more enlightening, it's more like quality. I'm known here. It's more energy. I don't think about what I'm saying. I'm not, I must do this or do that, but just be yourself. Honestly be here and now, and understand that everything is good from this beautiful present, and nothing mask to put on it, because the present is free. The freedom is in you. The freedom is here and now. The freedom is always available to us, and it's always continuously vibrating and moving forward, moment to moment. It's never stop. It's never ending. Some places, it's like the universe is never ending. Like our mind cannot think where is it stop, the universe, where is this big universe stop, and it's like we cannot think it. So we are always being, and also that energy to just know that we're here, that we how can I think to not to be? And it's a beautiful question to ask yourself, because immediately when you lead that question to yourself and asking, try to think not to be. And when you don't observe and not thinking about it, but just observe with your feelings and feel it, and observing from within and outside, and just being conscious, aware of it, you notice that, I cannot think not to be. So what kind of answer is giving right now when I not can think not to be? I'm always here. I'm always in this beautiful moment to moment, and I never will disappear, because I not can think not to be. I'm always here. I am always now. I am that. I am. So it's beautiful, and to know this from within, because then we are also knowing that it's all clean. It's all, you can start always clean with clean sheet of paper, but now in seeing a different way. You're noticing it, and you're just doing it anyway with your present. You don't think about it, but you just do it. So fun. Whenever an answer, a solution, or creative idea is needed, here it comes. Yes. Stop thinking for a moment by focusing attention on your inner energy field. Become aware of the stillness. When you resume thinking, it will be fresh and creative. In any thought activity, make it a habit to go back and forth every few minutes or so between thinking and an inner kind of listening, an inner stillness. We could say, don't just think with your head, think with your whole body. Let the breath take you into the body. If at any time you are finding it hard to get in touch with the inner body, it is usually easier to focus on your breathing first. Conscious breathing, which is a powerful meditation on its own right, will gradually put you in touch with the body. So when there is something going on, if something rushing energy come, it's easy just to take a step back, take a deep breath in and out. Let's say 8-10 times, and maybe fewer, but when you're starting to feeling that aliveness starting to arise inside, and that the rush energy started to transform to more peaceful energy, then you know that your energy presence starting to arise from within, because you having your attention from within. And now whatever thoughts coming up from that energy from within, it's a different thought then, because it's a different frequency. It's a frequency of love, feel good, satisfaction, acceptance, enjoyment, can be anything that is in a state of feeling good, because that is the same as the present love. So follow the breath with your attention as it moves in and out of your body. Breathe into the body and feel your abdomen expanding and contracting slightly with each inhalation and exhalation. If you find it easy to visualize, close your eyes and see yourself surrounded by light or immersed in a luminous substance, a sea of consciousness. Then breathe in that light. Feel that luminous substance filling up your body and making it luminous also. Then gradually focus more on the feeling. Don't get attached to any visual image. You are now in your body. You have access. You have access. You have accessed the power of now. So the breathing technique is really beautiful and simple, and it's like it's free, and you can do it anytime, any moment. And when something going on in your energy, you can just be conscious aware of it. No, just breathe. You can conscious observing that energy when something going, and every time when you observe when something going on, contrast, and you are lighting it up, it's easier. You will now, in the end, and more, daily, moment to moment, do it automatically. You will not think about it. You just take a breathe in when something going on, and then move on to the next moment. And that energy will follow you through the day, through the next moment to the next moment. And yeah, for sure, circumstances, events, and situation will change and give you more that same energy that reflect back into your own beingness, that you feel your own presence, your own beautiful love that is deep within. And it's here. It's now. Let's move on to the part 2. Relationships as spiritual practice. Love is a state of being. Your love is not outside. It is deep within you. You can never lose it, and it cannot leave you. It is not dependent on some other body, some external form. Let me read that out one more time, just to observe that energy from within. Love is a state of being. Your love is not outside. It is deep within you. You can never lose it, and it cannot leave you. It is not dependent on some other body, some external form. If you have any comments about it or some observation, please share on this Facebook Live. It's beautiful to go back and observe and see what you observe from this statement, from these words that's been acknowledged. And it's like, for me, when I observe it, it's just like when you see, it's like the feel good now is always available to us. It's always within us. The present moment is always available to us. It's always here. It's always now. And our creation of observing that attention of it, to observe that energy. Let's see, Jen, you say, yes, love is a state of being. It is who you really are, yes. And to be in that vibration, it's like nothing to describe and nothing to do about it, but when you observe it from within yourself and then see things, how it change outside, because it's look more frequently, differently, energetically, more feeling good into who you are. It's a great tool to have and to observe and to know this every day. That is like when you're having that day when you wake up full of wonder, full of, what is this beautiful day? What a beautiful day. And I'm so appreciating you starting to taking a step out of your bed, and your first step on you step on the ground, and you say thank you, and you're walking, and thank you, and you're feeling every energy when you walk, and thank you, your feelings on your feet when you walk, and thank you, and when you brush your teeth or do whatever you do, and when you eat food and feel the taste of the food, to drinking water and feel the taste of the water, and thank you, and you're feeling the feeling of the water, that that tastes good and give you energy and fill you up with beautiful energy, because 80-90% of our body is water. So it's like, and be thankful and grateful with your energy creating from inwards and feeling that beautiful energy and alignment with it. It's aligning the water from within, and it's giving that beautiful it's the picture of the love of it in this water, and vibrating it out, and change can change the whole day, and it may do, and it can happen. So it's like so beautiful to observe it, and it's always available to us. So it's always here, yeah. And just to notice that it's always here, it's always now. So chapter 6, dissolving the pain body. The greater part of human pain is unnecessary. It is self-created as long as the unobserved mind runs your life. The pain that you create now is always some form of non-acceptance, some form of unconscious resistance to what is. On the level of thought, the resistance is some form of judgment. On the emotional level, it is some form of negativity. The intensity of the pain depends on the degree of resistance to the present moment. And this is in turn depends on how strongly you identify with your mind. The mind always seeks to deny the now and to escape from it. I would say I'm observing it in another way. It just was coming up for me now. It's let's put it in other words. The mind always seeks to the power of now, but also your inner beingness is always here. The power of now is always here. So when you're feeling your inwards, the mind's now seeking that energy from your presence, and it giving you more energy to your present, with you observing more of the present. It's going, so the cooperation with it's much stronger. So the mind will always serve you and give you the best, but it's truly when you are just like observing that all is good right here, to do this process, what we do every time, and every time we observe it and feel it, and the mind is cooperating with it and giving us the most beautiful energy and thoughts and to whatever what is right now in this moment. But that what is in this moment is it's changing because of your frequency, of your vibration of beingness, because it's all in that beingness. It's always feeling good, it's always love, it's always giving joy, fun, and so on and so forth. So the mind is always seeking that part of you with the presence. And laughing because it's another way of saying it, but it feels so true, and I feel so like, yeah, it can be. So let's move on. In other words, but they say here, the more you are, I would jump over here. So I feel for changing. Let's see here. Just observe and see. Yeah. So I'm going to another chapter. I got a observation and feeling of it. So just like to flip it over a little bit. It's okay. Breaking identification with the pain body. The pain body doesn't want you to observe it directly and see it for what it is. And the moment you observe the pain body, feel its energy field within you, and take your attention into it, the identification is broken. A higher dimension of consciousness has come in. Call it presence. You are now the witness or the watcher of the pain body. This means that it cannot use you anymore by pretending to be you, and it can no longer replenish itself through you. You have found your own innermost strength. And some pain body are obnoxious, but relatively harmless. For example, like a child who won't stop whining. Others are vicious and destructive monsters, true demons. Some are physical violent, many more are emotional violent. Some will attack people around you or close to you, while others may attack you, their host. Thoughts and feelings you have about your life then become deeply negative and self-destructive. Illness and accident are often created in this way. Some pain bodies drive their host to suicide. When you thought you knew a person and then you are suddenly confronted with this alien, nasty creature for the first time, you are in for quite a shock. It is more important, however, to observe it in yourself than in someone else. But I would say we don't have to go in that direction, because we only when you're lighting the present on the unconscious, when something going, because you feel it. It's not any words of it or anything about it. It's just like you feel that feeling, and then something contrast come and you observe it. Like, and I like Super Dare used to say, thank you mind, and thank you energy for me, thank you energy for me, and thank you mind, and it can change so quickly, because we don't have to describe it what it is or what it is not. We just purely take a deep breath in and observing within and noticing where is the thoughts going, where is the feeling going, but nothing to do about it, just observing, and it will start to transform, because you're not giving it more, you're not feeding that energy anymore. You're stepping back and being the energy observer of it, and you will be the watcher of it. You will be the bridge between the thoughts and feelings, and observe both of them with not identify with it. So now it's not a pain body anymore, it's not anything, it's just only your light presence, your light conscious presence, beautiful love vibration, feel good. So feeling good is our most active work, and beautiful, and we do observe how we feel, sure, but we also feel it. Awesome, true. Feeling good is our most active work, and the feeling is feeling, it comes and goes in many forms. But when we are to stop identify with these forms and more enjoying it with our own presence, it cannot overtake you, what's going on from the inside and outside. So now it will start to change and transform that energy, because you're not doing anything about it anymore. You're not telling what there is, or need to say, I need to have this, or I need to do this for become this. But now you're just being your purely truly honest self, and the energy change, because it's you're not feed it with your mind, with your feelings anymore. You are just continually being you, and shining light on it, and then shining light back again, and it change. So that is the beautiful and of the power of observation, and do meditation for change that vibration. Cool. So I will go now step to another one that just follow my gut feeling. So cool. The energy. So when you become the watcher and start to decide, like I said, when you become the watcher and start to identify the pain body, or we say what's coming up in your energy will continue to operate for a while, and will try to trick you into identifying with it again. Although you are no longer energizing it through your identification, it has a certain momentum, just like a spinning wheel that will keep turning for a while, even when it's no longer being propelled. At this stage, it may also create physical aches and pains in different parts of the body, but they won't last. Stay present, stay conscious. Be the ever-alert garden of your inner space. You need to be present enough to be able to watch the pain body directly and feel its energy. It then cannot control your thinking. Powerful also because, you know, it's like it's like you know, like I say, you never feed your more energy to the past of it, you know, or to the future, what you want in the future, or to the past, or what's happening in the past, in your past, and you just observe this coming, and you know, you hear, and it will transform because you know you hear, and it cannot overcome the presence of it. The present itself, and it is nothing, and the present itself not overcoming anything. It's just present. Feel you know love, and this, it solved whatever was coming from. It solved that energy, the solution of it. It's your own present. It solved whatever was coming into the moment for you, whatever thoughts, feeling coming you. It solved that your own present of it, and it lighting it more up, and yeah, more and more better and better thoughts coming in, and you feel better and better every day, and it will continue and expanding like we always expanding each and every day. We get new experience every day, new things coming our way, and yeah, it's cool. It's a part of life. Contrast as well. It's not like you're not looking at the contrast at it anymore. You just observe it and feel good anyway, and feel present with it anyway, and it's good. It's all good. So let's go to another one. So yeah, here this. Focus attention on the feeling inside you. Know that it is the pain when there is unconscious. I would say it's unconsciousness, but know that it is it, but not just observing it, and accept that it is there. Don't think about it. Don't let the feeling turn into thinking. Don't judge or analyze. Don't make an identity for yourself out of it. Stay present and continue to be the observer of what is happening inside you. Become aware not only of the emotional pain, but also of the one who observes, the silent watcher. This is the power of the now, the power of your own conscious present. Then see what happens. Really powerful. Because when we stop identify with the unconsciousness, all these things that have happening in our life, and it can come from time to time, and can still happen, but now it doesn't matter anymore. Now you are stopping that energy, you know, you're not stopping in with try to stop it, but with your own presence, with observing from like we do now. Just breathing in and out. Feeling the one energy field from within. Top of our head and down to our feet, every part of our body. And observing the minds quiet down and the energy arises from within. And it's okay, it's all good. I open up my eyes, looking around. The energy is different. Okay. Observing my own voice when I'm speaking to you, feeling the energy from within, feeling when I'm breathing in through my nose, smell, and the taste in my mouth, and then what is my next thought? What's going to be my next one? And then like, just observing and being a silent watcher of it. the observation, and it's silence, it's peace. So whatever kind of energy you can, but it's good. I go to the last thing I will read here. From the chapter 6, dissolving the pain body, but now it's like enlightening your present body, I will say. Just turning and flipping around, enlightening your present body, vibrating and energizing your present body. So the power of your presence, to suddenly see that you are or have been attached to your pain, can be quite a shocking realization. But the moment you realize this, you have broken the attachment. And the pain body is an energy field, almost like an entity that has become temporarily lodged in your inner space. It is life energy that has become trapped, energy that is no longer flowing. Of course, the pain body is there because of certain things that happened in the past. It is living past in you. And if you identify with it, you identify with the past. A victim identity is the belief that the past is more powerful than the present, which is the opposite of the truth. It is the belief that other people and what they did to you are responsible for who you are now, for your emotional pain, or your inability to be your true self. The truth is that the only power there is contained within this moment. It is the power of your presence. Once you know that, you also realize that you are responsible for your inner space now. Nobody else is, and that the past cannot prevail against the power of the now. Unconsciousness creates it. Consciousness transmutes it into itself. St. Paul expressed this universal principle beautifully. Everything is shown up by being exposed to the light, and whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. I will read that thing again. That was really beautiful. But everything is shown up by being exposed to the light, and whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. Feel about it and observe it. Feel and think about it with your whole essence of your beingness. Just as you cannot fight the darkness, you cannot fight the pain body. Trying to do so would create inner conflict and thus further pain. Watching it is enough. Watching it implies accepting it as a part of what is at that moment. Oh, my inner space, I feel good in my inner space, so I'm excited to see it reflect around me. Thank you, Dave, for sharing that. Yeah, and it tells it all. You know, this words from St. Paul, everything is shown up by being exposed to the light. And whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. So go back again and read again that love is a state of being. Your love is not outside. It is deep within you. You can never lose it, and it cannot leave you. It is not dependent on some other body, some external form. It's always available for you. And then go back to this again. And everything is shown up by being exposed to the light, and whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. Whoa. So, Jen, let's see what you say. The pain body is you holding yourself apart from your inner being, pure source energy, nothing else. Coming into alignment with your inner being, source energy. It will evaporate in the presence of your light. Yeah. And it's just so like putting your own light on it, shining your own light on, and shining your own presence with the energy, what's coming up now. Now it doesn't matter anymore. Isn't that so beautiful? Whatever was happening, because also, you cannot be anything outside yourself. Let's see, Tracy. Yes, expose everything to the light. Love is everywhere if you look. So beautiful, said Tracy. And thanks for sharing. And it's so true. It's like it doesn't matter anymore what's coming up in the moment. If there's some thinking or feeling that disturbs it, but every time we shine our own light on it, it will be light itself. It lighting up itself, and it's like it's our own presence. That is our presence. That is the solution to all that is, whatever was coming in our energy. And then when you shine a light to it, the light itself shine it back to us. And more we observe that from within, it's starting to creating this momentum, this beautiful momentum, this fun, this, you can feel your movements, you can feel you're having fun, you're enjoying when you're playing your music, whatever what you do, what you love doing, you're painting, or if you take a run outside, if you're walking in nature, if you, whatever what you do, it's like you're shining your own light in it. You're feeling every step of it. You're observing the nature as all that is from within, and now looking outside with it, with your beautiful presence within. You're shining your own light inwards, and the outside you observe it, and then it's reflect back, and it's like, and we're just starting to create more momentum. And it's like when you do this, it's like more momentum. It will be like moment and present moment and forward focused. Present moment and forward focus, because you're always observing, like I'm here in the room in the smart hotel in Tromsø, beautifully, so grateful, appreciate, and like different colors, different things to watch, different pictures. But it's like, now I can watch it and observe it with my own light, not telling what it is, not just accept it and just see the beauty of it, the color, everything. But I don't, just to really putting my energy in it. And when I do, so I will still show you some beautiful picture here. This picture was in my room, and it's like the class. You see, it's an owl. It's called. You can see how peaceful it is. Just close your eyes and meditate. And then you have back here, it's like you are smart. You're intelligent. You're emotional intelligent. You're having an emotional intelligence inside you. You're having an emotion. You're having a beautiful mind, also that is with you from your energy from within, and guide you on the way. And it's so beautiful, it's to shine your own light on all that is from within and without. It's giving you momentum, more of the same. And then when are you fully living your life? And it's like what I now observe from this new observation is like, just because that's coming up, it's like when there is nothing more to do, nothing more to have. You just be honest, truly yourself, and the solution of the doing and having will come from your own light, from your own presence. And it's like, wow. Therefore, the power of meditation, the power of breathing, the power of everything, you're just starting to observe from within. Thank you, Jen. So beautiful, Espen. You are aligned and shining bright. So thanks. And that is the same reflecting back in you. It's so beautiful, because what you feel in others, what you're observing in others, and you truly feel that energy inspiring and the love and shining bright, it is you yourself creating it. And what you see in others, you see in yourself. Everything reflects back to you now when you observe it with all your senses, with all who you are. And how beautiful it is, how amazing it is. So if you have any comments, observation, or anything you love to share more of this, you know, a new aha moments or whatever, you know, it doesn't matter, but just shine your bright and share. shine your bright light and share. It's beautiful because we all are inspire each other with our inner beingness, with our own, and we all have different. That is the beauty. We are all different things. We love to do and have, but it's like now it doesn't matter more. It doesn't matter anymore. It's like you're just enjoying it and feeling good about it. And yeah, for me, it's like when I'm playing, like I'm playing guitar and singing. It's like I forget about time and space. You going into you're just feeling the whole vibration from within, from top of my head down to your feet, and you hear the sound from the guitar and the harmony of it, and just singing and enjoying it. And it's like, you know, that presence. That's all. That's all that is, you know. And as we just feeling good, that is the best thing, you know. Every day, feel as good as much as we can, but it like just be present, and more present we be, more we observe it. And if you're not present, it doesn't matter, because no, I'm not present. I'm going back to present. We're having this, you know, this beautiful that we can always start with a clean sheet of paper and start to write new things or whatever, you know, do things differently, because it's like create things differently, because it's all here. It's all in this power of now. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your honest presence and your light. And I will also say, you will help me to, you know, to do these classes. It feels so amazingly good, and it feels so amazing. You know, I'm not thinking about, you know, I have to earn something about it or whatever. No, it's just I love sharing this with you guys, and it feels so amazingly good to do this present moment. I know how much I already experienced the power of it, and it's like because of it's shining bright all and I remember back, I was starting to reading this book in 2010. I was like, I remember that time I say, no, I would love to reach out with this end information to people and just know, you know, just to share this, because it's so beautiful. And it's like when you're starting by yourself and feel that energy and how it changed from within and the circumstances outside, it's so amazingly feeling so amazingly good. And also when you see that the contrast, it doesn't matter anymore. You just come to a point that, oh, you know, you just, oh, cool, you know, you got it, the present moment of forward focus, like, oh, something better may come, and then something, you know, you don't have to say that. It's just like, oh, you just like shrink it. It's not, it doesn't matter anymore. And it's like that feeling it gives, it's amazing. It's a blessings. And freeing. and we all have it. We all being it. And since we came into form, you know, the source and the form created like one came into this world. Everything It's everything happens for us. Everything works for us. Like, just to notice that I didn't have to think about, I need some arms. My arm have to grow, and my head and my heart starting to, so I can be alive. I didn't. All of this, it's so funny when you say it this way, because now we can understand us by ourselves as the edification. We can laugh about it. The Buddha laughed there when you realize that the mind isn't so serious, but also when you observe it from within yourself, the mind will cooperate more. And it's like, for sure, it's like, thank you for observing, and now it changed the vibration from the inwards and the mind, and that all is good, and it's just continue flows every day, and it's a bless, and more we observing it, and more we do this daily, and it will continue flows easier and easier, and more things into your life. But now it's like, it doesn't matter anymore. It's like, okay, I'm enjoying it, feeling good. Nothing I need to have, nothing I need to do. I'm here. I'm now feeling my own bright, shining light presence. Feeling that I notice that the love is deep within myself, and it's never disappeared. It's always here. It's always now. It's not dependent on anything. It's just it's who I am. I notice that I can feel good right now, and I we're just observing from within, and breathing in and breathing out, and it's like so easy. And it is, yeah. And that I'm observing that everything works for me. My body was created with not me not with my identification with it. I didn't think about it or feel about it. The life itself created it. I came into this beautiful world, screaming out, "Here I am! I am here! I am now!" And now it's like, okay, we learn different things when we was children. It's good. Still it's good to have things. Laws, when you're in the traffic or whatever, so we can cooperate with that energy more, and it's good to let things flow easily, but still I don't have to identify myself with it, tell it what it is, or it should be like that, but just enjoying all the process of it and how smoothly it can be. Because now when you walk it, whatever would happen if I had a child. It was so funny. I was sitting in a bus station, and it was 2 days ago. I was reading now, The Power of Now. And when I was reading, there was water beside me, and then this child was sitting next to me, and then the child jumping in the water, and I got a lot of water in my legs. And the woman next to me was like, "Oh, no, you don't have to. You don't do this, this man." And I was just watching and saying, "It's okay. It's just water. Water is good. It's nice, and it feels good, on my legs." Just like that. And it's like the child looked at me and smiled. Yeah, it was German people, and it was like, Yeah, it's real powerful, because The Power of Now. Eckhart Tolle is from German, so there was German people sitting next to me, and I was reading The Power of Now. But it's like, it's fun. All the creation, all the things, and it's fun then to observe more. You observe how things starting to change, and now you don't think about, you just observing, and it come more and more into your life, because your life itself created for you. Now it's not your identification with it, thinking about it, and I overthinking about it. You're just going back inwards, feeling yourself, your own beingness, and now the life itself starting to create the outside circumstances to change, and giving you more the beautiful feelings from your inside. Thank you so much for being in this class. It was so powerful. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your beautiful love you always share here with all of us. Thank you for all the appreciation. Thank you for this beautiful moment with you. And I love you all, guys. And looking forward to the next class on Thursday. Love you so much. Thank you. Have a beautiful, blessed moment.